What's up, guys? Adam Palmer here, the Freelance King, and I have another question. That is, what is the average hourly rate for an experienced freelancer on Upwork and Fiverr? What skills are necessary for success on these platforms? So to answer that first question, I would say it's north of $50 per hour. I think it used to be a lot lower, but since, I even got started, I used to be like an anomaly by being able to charge, $100 an hour plus for my projects. But now, as you see, so many people are making that kind of money on these platforms. And I think that it used to be like maybe like 10 to 15, but now we're talking like, probably like 150 to 100, I'd say on average. I think it's just growing because you're getting a lot of other like professionals on the platform, lawyers, accountants, things like that, they're accustomed to charging this much per hour in real life, and now they're just using this platform. And I think it's going to continue to grow. Now I'm at like 750 per hour, which is insane. But obviously you got to crawl before you fall. You got to get on there, add an hourly rate that you feel like people are willing to pay for. You can't just go in thinking you're going to be making $800 an hour and you have no reviews to back it up that you're worth that. So you got to start in a way that maybe is small. Maybe you got to take a little bit of a hit from what you're normally making per hour, but then get on there, get the reviews, and then leverage those to become better and better and upskill and then increase your hourly rate. And it can all happen very naturally and progressively, just as it has happened with me. It's happened with my students that I coach and things like that. And I've seen it over and over. It's really never too late for that to occur. And I think that when it comes down to what are the skills necessary for success on these platforms, I really do think it can range drastically. I mentioned earlier, there's professional services, but I'm in the digital marketing space, but there's also so many other different niches. And as long as you're an expert in those fields, people are willing to really pay whatever it takes. They just need to really justify an ROI. So I think that the main thing is to find a skill that is in demand by clients, because if you have a skill that's not, then what are you doing? You're just going to be sitting there. No one's going to be even searching for you. Now, these days, AI is all the rage. So I would maybe go into that vein, learn these different platforms, these new platforms that are all coming out. There's not a lot of freelancers that are they may have a couple years experience at most in a lot of these platforms. So you can kind of jump in there, learn how to use these probably better than 90% of the people out there. And now you can become an expert in these platforms for AI, which is an in-demand skill that a lot of people are hiring for right now on like Upwork or Fiverr. So I would just kind of look at that. Like, you can go to the homepage on Upwork, scroll down, and you'll see like top US jobs, top worldwide jobs, and you'll see a lot of them revolve around accounting, video production and editing, because everybody needs like reels and video editing these days, but then also AI. And that's really kind of taken off. And so like, while accounting and video production, that may require years of developing that skill set, things like the AI, like I mentioned, you can really come in right now and learn a lot of that. But if you do check out that list, I think that will help you see what are in-demand jobs. And the more in demand, the more people are willing to pay, especially if you become an expert in that chosen niche. Cool. Thank you so much for the question.